insanity, we say. Oh!
Everyone is too happy.
Oh, this means war.
Oh my God!
Welcome back, gay schools and everyone in between, to our YouTube channel,
The Horror Bandwagon.
Hi, my name is Sergio.
And my name is Cody.
And we are your boys for horror analysis,
criticism,
and spooky,
and sometimes kooky
entertainment. And welcome back to another Yellowjackets reaction. Today we are covering season 3, episode 8, A Normal, Boring Life.
Sounds like a regular episode of Yellowjackets.
Oh yeah.
Nothing interesting ever happens.
No hunting, no cannibalism, no murder.
No Lizzie Bordening.
No, this is actually just going to be very sitcom styled. Now, we are kind of ready to jump into this episode, so we're not going to spend too long in this intro. But one thing we are going to say is that a lot of theories, now theory alert, spoiler if people just don't want to skip to the reaction, we're just going to talk a little theory here. There seems to be more backup to the theory that Hilary Swank is Melissa, and that is because there was a look that Shauna gave when Van said that Melissa and Jen were dead. So Shauna knows more than she's leading on, meaning maybe she does know that Melissa is alive.
Yeah, which would be quite a gag. And I mean, Shauna isn't exactly known for being open with all the things that are going on in her head.
Very true.
But I'm really interested to see where this is going because we are only a couple episodes from the end of the season.
Just 3.
Yeah.
Just 3 more episodes. And this one's already out, so 2 more episodes. So people are connecting that Hilary Swank is going to be, or ending up being, Melissa. It seems like it's the obvious thing, but then we're also thinking like maybe it's too obvious, but then the show is like, what? I mean, why would it be too obvious? Maybe it is just simple and Hilary Swank is Melissa like we thought from the beginning.
Yeah. But before we get started, y'all know what to do. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video. And if you want to support the channel even more, you can go over to our Patreon at patreon.com/thehorrorbandwagon, or you can click the join button below to join our YouTube membership.
And with all that being said, without further ado, let's get into it. Oh.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
The head bob.
Hey, Shipman, come on.
Stop calling me Shipman. I fucking hate it.
Since when?
Oh, did you?
I did notice that there was a hot cocoa amongst all of the human meat.
Oh, hot chocolate.
Is this really what my life is gonna look like?
How am I supposed to know? I'm dead. You killed me?
The elements of the world killed you.
You're drawn to the light. Should have known better, don't you think?
Oh. Oh my God. I couldn't do that. I'll definitely get like a little like cut. I'll just be like, ouchie. Ouchie.
Shauna?
Don't tell me it's that easy.
Why are we breaking and entering?
Well, because she wants to nip things in the bud without asking questions. I mean, it's not like she could just go up to them and be like, hi, I'm Shauna.
We know. I don't want to hear anything about the apples. Don't look at me. I love apples.
She's lying. She said that.
The cap. The cap.
Oh, you couldn't fill it up like a real wife would? I was in a rush.
Okay.
Whoever the fuck you are, you better get out here right now.
No way.
It's Kelly now?
Shauna? What are you doing here?
What are you doing alive?
Well, how dare you be alive right now? Wait, so she didn't know that she was alive?
I guess not.
All right, everybody can stop theorizing. She is Melissa. We thought about it too much. So alone, suit, just a smile, No one home. Now, granted, this is me at 5 o'clock in the morning right now, guys.
Put the knife down.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea for me.
I'm not asking.
Shauna, I'm not.
I'm not asking.
Sane? Like marrying the daughter of a woman we killed?
Ooh, that does sound diabolical.
We can both keep our knives.
We can both keep our knives.
Help her at this hospital? Should I transfer her to another hospital that's actually competent? Or...
I'm saying it's time to think about palliative care. Hospice.
Hospice?
Guys!
Oh, she's been sitting there by herself the whole night. There they are.
Can you imagine losing your glasses out here in the wilderness?
I know, I do feel bad for her.
Oh.
Because that's it. And she has bad eyesight. But now we have the broken glasses that she had from the pilot episode. Or at least like the winter from the beginning of the show.
It's a pretty rough hike to the pickup point. You sure you guys are prepared?
Don't worry about that.
Pickup point?
Here. That we all know Ben was supposed to be our way home, not this.
Okay, Akila, you had a fucked up dream because you were huffing cave fumes.
Speak on it.
Because I had a vision. I made it up. This is all made up. It's not real. And I think deep down you know that.
We need to be grounded a little bit. Akila. Oh my God. She's leaving tracking. Oh, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing.
Day is it? Can you get us out? Did Mulder and Scully get together? Everyone, shut up!
What?
Let her answer.
The important questions.
Our plane crashed and...
Oh my God. It was all over the news. Is anyone still searching for us?
Oh no.
I don't know.
She doesn't know the full story.
Are you like the captain of the team?
Oh.
If I say yes, will you start fucking remembering?
Oh shit.
You obviously all left us out here to die.
You.
It's impressive.
She didn't do anything.
Akila and Travis and the other one. His name is Cody.
Come on, let's go.
Watch her too.
Yeah. We can't have her just be killing off people. But it sucks because I do think Travis had a good idea to just go off by himself and bring help back.
Yeah. It makes complete sense.
Yes. Because he can't trust them right now.
It's the Joels.
The Joels?
Shut that down.
You're kidding me.
Typically, only one of them's named Joel.
No.
Why don't they come over here?
Apparently, Callie.
Oh, that's Shauna right there. That's mini Shauna right there.
With the family. Staycation. Right. Yeah, that's nice, man. That's my daughter. Oh, you were serious? Shit.
Oh, ill.
We're going in a different direction. There he is. Not furniturefam.net.
.net.
Where was Shauna the day Lottie died?
What?
Where was Shauna?
Why are you asking me that?
Well, I'm gonna answer it. We were.
Oh my God.
Tell her to get her ass back here, stat.
Misty? Don't. Misty!
Well, what's stopping? Because Callie has most of the info. Maybe they can hunt her down.
You know, you could have just rang the doorbell like a sane person. All right, I'm sorry, I forgot. Sanity's off the table.
Sanity, we say.
Still in love with me?
Oh my God. No. Honestly, I never was. Hannah told me where to find it. She begged me to give it to her daughter if I ever made it back home. But
You didn't.
No.
Oh, it's disturbing.
This isn't some sympathy marriage or fucked up version of survivor's guilt. Oh shit, I don't know. Maybe it is.
But you know what happened.
We love each other. I know it doesn't matter to you, Shauna, but I have a good life.
I don't think Shauna's caring.
Yeah, I don't think she does.
You're right. None of that matters to me.
Oh, I knew it.
Sit.
What are you gonna do, Shauna?
Okay.
Stop walking.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
You heard her.
We literally have a way out of here, and we are going back to
We're
camp?
literally stabbing ourselves in the foot here.
That it would be easier as a small group. Faster.
Then why'd you leave a trail behind for us to find?
In case he turned on us.
Okay, Akila's thinking all around.
And for 6 days. We'll need designated water carriers. We'll need whatever food we can gather.
Maybe
for
you
that.
didn't hear it the first time, but you're not in charge.
Shana!
Fancy shit.
We'll say whatever you want us to say.
Yeah, well, we can't really guarantee that, can we?
I swear to God.
You guys need them.
Why the fuck should we listen to you? Come on. You got a lot of shit to do. Let's fucking go.
I wouldn't turn your back on Lottie. I don't trust her at this moment.
Yeah.
I had it locked in a safety deposit box. It was my leverage in case any of you figured out what I did and came looking for me.
Why would we come looking for you?
Leverage.
I mean, you just did, Shauna.
That's not what happened.
Shauna, Natalie died there. And some fucking cop. I stopped sleeping.
That does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
She's technically not even a licensed therapist. She's more of an advisor. She's extremely intuitive.
Barbers always are. Be anything but a threat.
It does come off that way.
This was all in the note.
What note?
The note that I left with the tape.
That Callie probably did not give you.
So that it would play Queen of Hearts. Locking me in a freezer. Cutting my brakes.
Clearly something's going on with you.
I don't know.
That nobody is ever gonna spill your darkest secrets is to be the only one left. That's why you killed Lottie, isn't it?
Oh, things are getting intense. Oh my God. Do you believe Melissa?
I kind of do.
I kind of do too.
Because I feel like it would be so Callie to just like forget to pull out a note too.
Yeah.
The man is dying. He's dying anyway. I can't lose Van.
Oh my God, Misty, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're a nurse. You have a code.
Fuck! It wasn't. I didn't. Okay. You think? Does that count?
Oh, does that count? No, that's rough. That's rough. They gotta bury their old friend. Oh my God, her partner.
Because like the real world is in front of them now.
Yeah.
Van, what if we can't be together when we get back?
Okay, that's a good question.
Everything we've done out here. What happened to Jackie and Javi and
Oh no.
And going home outweighs all of that. Go get a bag and let's put some shit in it.
And based on what happened in the first season, it seems like they're all very tight-lipped about everything.
Yeah.
They all seem to be on the same page. Oh, other tie is fucking here.
Because that fucking guy shot an arrow through me, and when you got back to camp and saw me bleeding out, you didn't even care. You didn't even ask if I was okay.
Girl, there was a lot going on.
I don't know. I feel like I would, if I was Shauna, I would have still wanted him to know that she was okay. Shauna just likes being in control.
Believe what you want. But just know that I'm still not ruling out killing him for shooting you, so.
So sweet.
I'm excited for everything. I want to do everything. Everything I thought I wouldn't get to do because we're out here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to take this back home with you?
It was a gift of endearment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for Shauna, going back home means facing everything that happened.
Mhm.
Facing Jackie, facing Jeff, facing Jackie's parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not insane.
I didn't kill Lottie. I didn't do any of those things you said.
I don't believe you.
So then what do we do?
I hate to break it to you, but you don't have a normal life. You don't get to have a normal life.
Because she's still haunted by everything.
Is that your daughter? You say I'm living a lie, but does she know what you did?
She does, actually, despite her best efforts.
And she still loves you?
Oh!
Yes. Who's lying now?
Oh! Called your bullshit. It's the future I can see.
Please call me back. Please. Freaky little four-eyed mushroom.
Freaky four-eyed mushroom is funny.
Oh.
Dad, I need you to pull it together.
Yeah, a little bit.
Thinking it too. I don't think anyone's after Mom.
Oh, I don't either. Wait. Why do you say that?
Don't tell me that this is all in her head.
She just jumped to somebody cutting them. And the phone. And the freezer stuff.
But there was a phone.
Yeah.
But maybe it was just a normal phone.
Really messed them up, and way more than we thought. And whatever happened to Lottie, it doesn't have anything to do with us.
She's thinking that they can save themselves.
Today is
gonna be the day.
Gonna throw it back
to you.
Everyone is too happy.
Into a quarter pounder and then washing it all down with the spray. No, you gotta end with the fries.
Aww. Look, okay. Everyone's happy for a little bit. Oh. Everything just started rotting away. Oh. No, anybody but Lottie. Anybody but Lottie.
Did you see something?
Akila, you know the truth. These aren't real.
Goodbye, Coach.
Oh.
I'm sorry you didn't make it to this moment.
Us too.
We're going home. Got it? We are leaving whatever you are behind.
She's speaking to like the entity of the wilderness. Nah, girl, they're gonna keep you here.
And you're gonna lean into it.
I can't. I'm the only one that can help her. You won't do what needs to be done. You never did believe.
Please.
Oh, that's so fucked.
We're trusting you to get us there safely. And I think you know that we will kill you if you try any stupid shit.
That sounds like Juliette Lewis right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, cute joke, Lot.
Not joking.
What?
Are you fucking crazy?
She actually might be crazy.
Why?
Well, she's not doing well overall.
This is home. That's not home, Nat. What home do you have to go back to?
All you gotta do is like that.
I won't be well.
I see.
I won't be me. The me that was made out here.
Ooh.
I'm staying too.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
Oh
Shauna,
my
come
God.
on.
You feel it too?
I'm not staying because of you. Or it.
Shauna just wants to be in charge.
I've been feeling too, since those two arrived.
Who cares?
No.
God, since when has that ever mattered to you?
This is other Ty.
Yep.
Okay. Fuck it.
Just go. Just go. Whoever wants to stay is fine.
No,
What?
you're not.
What? Oh, this means war. This is where we go fucking split here. Not.
It's all electronic now.
I guess, yeah.
I like the face-to-face. I do. I like it. I like this.
We get it. We get
Jeff.
it. Oh, God. He's feeling a brand new energy here.
And she's the reason you didn't like that dinner. And thus didn't like me. She's the fucking reason most people don't fucking like anything. She's miserable.
We're like really breaking from Shauna here.
Haven't you ever fallen in love with an unhinged woman? Or has every woman you ever been with been fucking boring?
Oh!
Did someone lock you in a freezer, or do walk-in freezers just have doors that don't stay open unless you prop them open? This is what you do, Shauna. You create your own problems. You stir the pot just to feel alive.
I could say that about a lot of people.
Relax. I just need some water. Do you want some?
No.
Shauna, what the fuck? What are you gonna do?
Well, the same thing she always does when she is confronted with reality. Reject it.
You want to burn it all down just so you can watch?
Oh my God! You know what? We did a fair fight!
Oh my God!
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
You really are insane.
Eat it, or I'll fucking tell your family exactly who you really are.
Oh! This is so crazy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so that was our reactions to Yellowjackets Season 3, Episode 8, A Normal, Boring Life. Now, what are your thoughts?
So, I think that we can agree that Shauna's part of the problem.
In both timelines.
Right?
I mean, it's always been that way. It really has been. Because, I mean, even from the first episode, you see that Shauna's hooking up with Jackie's boyfriend. And from there, it just spirals out of control. She's never been considered a good person.
Yeah. It is wild to me that she, in the current timeline, broke into Melissa's house, where Melissa was trying to just move on. And I mean, sure, would it be bad if her wife found out that she was part of the group that killed her mom? Yeah, probably. But like, she was trying to just have a normal life.
I will combat that a little bit because it is odd.
It is strange.
It is strange. You married her, and then on top of that, did not tell her the full truth from the very beginning about what you guys did to her mom, to back in the woods. Like, there's so much that she's lying about that I felt like, Melissa, you done fucked up, because now guess what? You have Shauna here using that as blackmail.
Yes. And then in the past, where we actually have the chance to get home, and we are actively choosing to stay in the wilderness because it is easier to stay out here, where we have to struggle, where we have to literally eat our friends who have died to stay alive, because that is easier to us in this moment than having to face society questioning what we had to do to stay alive. And these two people who now did watch us kill their friend for really no reason other than that the wilderness wanted it, supposedly.
And at this point, they're just agreeing with whatever they want because they have the lower hand here. They don't have the upper hand.
Yeah. And it is interesting to me, though, that in this episode is the first time that we saw Aquila having a vision that was not related to the gas in the cave.
True. Yeah.
And it was different than everyone else, because everyone else is having visions of like of what life could be like, having a Slurpee, actually getting to go to the bathroom on a toilet. And Aquila goes back and sees all the things that they built here dead.
Yeah.
So I think that I mean, that's at least a little bit interesting, right? But
I just don't, I don't want to believe it. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm done with these hallucinations. We need to get off this field here. But also at the same time, I keep reminding myself, even though we have a glimpse of hope here, that it gets worse. Like, there's no hope. This is not it. You know, unless things happen differently, we do have what we know for sure is that we have a set of people who still have someone fall in a pit, being chased, then is strung up, bled out to dry, cut up, fed around a fire where they all eat, and we know that Missy is a part of it. We know that happens. Whether or not who exactly is there, we don't know, because they're all in like their getup, but like we know for sure that they're there. And so it's just like, even though this episode is really nice to see them have hope, it only gets worse from here. And now we also have more evidence of their clashing starting here, because what I did appreciate was Nat's confidence here, her leadership, because it seemed a little weary at the very beginning of this season, but right now she seems the more confident that she's ever been, and being like, no, we're fucking going, you guys are insane. And Shauna is just taking over here, and right now realistically each of them have their own set of weapons. They could easily fight it out here, and that's what I'm nervous about, that they're going to go at each other and we're going to get more deaths at their own hands.
Yeah, because there's at least 3 faces in the crowd that I saw today that we have not seen in the current timeline yet. And
there's definitely one girl who has not had a line yet.
Yeah.
So
there's still some stuff that's gonna go down, and we know that they're here for at least another winter. So I personally, as like an outside bystander, right? I can't understand how you could look at being able to be rescued in the face and not at least try. Like Lottie, there's some more stuff going on there, and I think that she's also afraid of having to go back and lose that part of her that once she's put back on medication and potentially put under some sort of care, that's gonna be removed from
which
her.
She eventually did, right? She was put in like some sort of facility the minute that she did get back.
And Ty, I could at least understand, because she's concerned about what people will think, both of how they survived and also her and Van's relationship when they get back. But Shauna...
But also Other Ty did switch here.
Other Ty is definitely in charge now. But Shauna, I almost get the sense that she wants to go back, but she wants to be like the reason why it happens. Like she doesn't...
I get that.
She doesn't want it to just be like, oh, we followed Nat, even though I'm in charge.
I personally also, that does make sense, but I also do think it has to do with the fact of like going back to a life where she has to confront these awful things that she's done. And like everyone else thinks about it too. Like, I mean, not really, because Ty even addresses the fact that like, we haven't even talked about what we're gonna do. Like, how are we gonna cover this up? Which is fair, but also I feel like Shauna's the most thinking about that because of what happened to Jackie. She blames herself for that. She also, has to face Jeff. She has to face her family. She has to face all of this. And she's just not ready to do that. She's not okay to do that. And as we learned, right, even more now, is that she's always the one having to be in control of everything. Just like you said, she needs to be the one to decide things. She's not ready, so everybody else can't be ready too.
Yeah. And I do think that it's interesting that we're starting to get a little bit of a parallel in real life, especially in Shauna's life and what's happening in the forest. Because up until this point in real life, we are seeing all these things from Shauna's perspective of shit's happening to me. Somebody left the phone in there on purpose. Somebody cut my brakes. All these other things are happening that like, I'm almost thinking back to, spoiler alert for Interview with the Vampire if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking back to the idea of Louis as a, what's the term?
Unreliable narrator.
Unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to I'm starting to kind of picture Shauna in that light, because in the past, so far this season, we've been seeing things that really seem like there's something supernatural going on. We have the visions, we have the screaming, like the forest was literally screaming, and now we find out that the visions were from natural gas. The screaming was the mating call of these frogs that just like shriek, and we know that that's happening because that's the only reason the researchers were out there. And so we're starting to see like how the girls, not knowing this other information, have been interpreting these things in a certain way that has led them to this point. And that Shauna is in the same boat where I think that the points Melissa was making here were really good. Did the freezer door like actually lock on you because someone was holding it shut when we know no one was out there?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it just that the freezer door got shut and then the pressure made it difficult to open? And then you stopped trying until someone else got it open.
Yeah.
Or like maybe your brakes just gave out and it wasn't anyone that cut your brakes, because even the shop was like, no, nobody cut your brakes. They just failed.
Mm-hmm.
And so Shauna got to this point and is making these decisions that to her seem rational because of how she's interpreting it.
Mm-hmm.
But to a third party observer like Melissa, is just like, no, step back and like reassess what's happening, because right now you're just like, you're so caught up in your in your interpretation of everything that you're not thinking about like what would actually like be best at this point.
And it's funny because we see Shauna be the person to like lead all of us in, like where she's all the other people in her life are trying to help her. We all go together to this place, and everyone else, you know, this core group, Van, Misty, Ty, and Shauna are all just kind of feeding themselves all these theories, kind of just like us, just like the viewers. We're coming up with things of like, it could be this. I mean, at one point I'm like, Walter has to be behind all of this, but then like we're kind of facing facts like, okay, maybe this is all in our head. And I know like for me, I do get disappointed when there's like things where it's like, oh, it was all make-believe or it was all a dream, you know. But I do like you said, Interview with the Vampire does this very well, where it is kind of like a mind-blown moment where you're thinking like, maybe there is no ground to stand on here. Maybe it is just our character that we're kind of like trying to break down and be with and be like, oh, what is happening, and solve the mystery. But the fact is that like, oh, the person that we're staring at is the person causing all this. There's something not okay with them and they need help. And we're past the point of no return here in another instance here.
Yeah.
With Shauna.
And you see that with Jeff and Callie in this episode too, because I think Callie got really caught up in the like, what is happening? I want to find out, that like instinct that we all have. But it seems like, especially Jeff, but also her in this episode, just gave in to the idea that maybe there isn't someone after us. Maybe it really is just. And
they were led by Shauna.
Yeah.
Shauna was like, we're getting out of here. Someone's trying to kill us, you know? So yeah, they would go to that realization.
And listen, maybe there is actually still someone trying to kill
them.
That's true. We could show up right in the next episode and they walk in and Walter's just sitting on the couch being like, I've been waiting.
I was the mastermind of all this. Yeah.
You don't know. So like, but oh my gosh, just the way that this episode ended with Shauna literally biting off a chunk of Melissa's flesh and trying to feed it to her.
Oh my God.
Like, we're a little bit past the pale now. So
I will say though, I do think I part of me still feels like Walter's behind this, because the idea of him saying like, I know what my girl wants, and that's a challenge. I feel like he would come up with this mastermind plan of doing all this just to get her back, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, just moving past that, because we could talk for hours about that, I do think that Hilary Swank, even though like we've been waiting forever and there's only two more episodes left, and for some reason I'm feeling like she's not gonna make it past this season. I feel like she's gonna get killed off. I do think it's refreshing. I think it's having her presence here, and also it's really funny because they gave her blue contacts, and I'm like, I mean, I know that Hilary Swank is an amazing actress and she killed it in this role, because she does I do feel like I saw the mannerisms and the way that she speaks just like younger Melissa.
Yeah.
But also, like, I love that this show keeps casting actresses that do not have the same eye color or anything. They're like, no. Like, we talent comes first.
Yeah.
We can do the rest of it later.
We can fix it in post.
Even though I do think that the casting here has been
phenomenal
with their counterparts. I feel like they are just so in sync with each other. But I think Hilary Swank was such a refreshing performance here, and I thought I was thinking I was gonna be disappointed by the fact that like Hilary Swank was Melissa this whole time. But honestly, I love it. I think this is why I think people need to stop judging seasons for having slow burns.
Yeah.
Because I think it's picking up so fast now. So much is getting unveiled, and the pacing has been increased. I've been like hooked. So even though the beginning has been a slow burn, it's been worth it.
Well, and I think, and I'd love to hear from y'all in the comments about where you land on which side of this too. I think that this episode is also a litmus test because this entire season has been building on itself over and over and over and over to try to get you to think a certain type of way. And we were forced to step out of the bubble in this episode to say, was this all in our heads? Or can we really just have this boring, simple life that we at least pretend like we want? And so I'm really interested just to hear from all of you, because I'm starting to think that maybe this is just a confluence of all the right things coming together to create a narrative that Shauna is living in, that the girls in the past are living in, that's not actually supernatural. Even though, there's little things in here that are still red herrings, like Natalie yelling at the woods when she was in the airplane, like feeling like there's something else out there. But who knows? I mean,
I do like the narrative of having a boring, simple life. Something simple, like just going back to a life, is something that each of them struggled in this episode in particular. Like, even Shauna was fucking irritated at the fact that Melissa was trying to attempt a simple life when she's like, I know you're already living a lie. You're living a life because you don't face what you're facing. But then you see the other side of Shauna being the one who's like, from season 1, she's been kind of trying to hide that, and she can't, and now it's consuming her.
Yeah, it's almost like she's saying, I don't get to have a simple, boring life, so neither do you.
Yeah, and that goes for everyone. We saw everyone fantasize this simple life, but it's just not simple anymore.
Yeah.
It is just gone, and they have to face whatever they have right now. Same goes with Natalie. Same goes with everyone else in the young timeline, because they're trying to go back to that. And even Ty with Van was talking about, like, it's not going to be simple. We need to talk about this. Things have changed. Same with like Jeff. Like, they have to realize that their life is not simple with Shauna in their life anymore. They have to now steer away from that. Every character has had to face what their life is right now compared to what they've been trying to mask it as.
Yeah.
Which I really, really think is so awesome. I think there's another banger episode in my opinion, but I also do wonder if they would have gone this far into their own delusions if Natalie was still alive. I wonder if even though she was having to face her demons, she was the one person still like her counterpart in the younger timeline. Like, you think about the first time where Misty comes in and she's like, Misty, you crazy fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Like, also, like, I don't trust Lottie. Like, she was the one who kind of saw everything. And unlike Van, who is kind of, it's kind of like Nat, who sees, oh, there's something wrong with this. But because of her tie with Ty, she just goes along with everything because she maybe is not as strong, or is just weak-willed when it comes to Ty, but she just goes along with it, as opposed to Nat, who was very strong but still had her demons that she had to face. So I'm wondering if Natalie was still alive, we wouldn't have gotten to this part.
Yeah, and speaking of Ty and Van, it's so sad to see that Van is regressing back into the cancer now that she's been moved into palliative care. And also just that scene in this episode where other Ty locked Ty out of the room.
Yeah.
That, like, she's taking over because she thinks that it's the only way to save Van, but in the process it means that the real Ty doesn't get to say goodbye to her.
Yeah.
Which is just so sad.
I do think we're going to lose Van this season, and I do think that we're going to lose Melissa this season. I think I'm okay with Hilary Swank just having like a guest star appearance in this season. I think it would be fitting, but we're losing a lot of people. We're losing Lottie. We're losing possibly Van. And then who do we have left? They said that they have 2 more seasons ready of story, but I'm like, I don't know where else could go except for maybe Shauna goes to jail. Like, I don't know.
I mean, that'd be really interesting for sure.
I think some things, the grander scheme needs to happen is, one, we need to see their rescue and their fallout from the rescue.
Yes.
We need to no, there's some narratives that, I'm okay with just us kind of picking up on clues and filling in the gaps. But with this show, I kind of feel like it would benefit from us seeing how it goes. And 2 would be the repercussions of everything that they've done coming to light in the world. So like everybody knows and finds out, and they're like questioned about everything that went down.
Yeah, I do think I really love that this season especially has been telling the stories of the past and the present in such parallels. Like that a lot of the same scenarios at a high level are happening in both, like we were talking about earlier. And I do think over the next couple of seasons it would be so interesting to see, like, we don't get to the rescue until the end of season 4, and that you're seeing that's when everything just implodes in real life now with Shauna and Ty and Misty and everybody. And then season 5 is just the repercussions of the girls getting back and dealing with them trying to keep everything buried now.
Yeah, I think at some point, they haven't been picked up for season 4 or 5 yet, but I think with how it's going, I think they are going to get picked up for those last 2 seasons.
So.
I think it would be fitting that like all the characters die. I think that's where they're going for, is that eventually all of them will die in present time.
And it's just Jeff and Callie left.
Honestly, I think it would be sickening if they killed off Jeff, because I think that would be a shocking death.
Oh, it would be.
At the hands of like by accident by Shauna or something like that.
Yeah, by accident.
But I think by the end, like the last 2 episodes of the entire series should be just
Callie.
No, not just Callie, but just the young cast.
Oh yeah.
I think the present cast should eventually die and they get their own stories closed off. But then we're just left with maybe the young cast maybe connecting the last bit of information that connects the whole story all together.
Yeah.
I think that would be a fitting end, and maybe like the last scene could be one scene before they get on like the plane. Maybe they're waiting for at the airport or something, and they're all just having like a good time, and then that's how we end the whole series. I think that would be kind of sweet and sad.
Yes.
All right, guys, we talked long enough about this episode. These discussions are just getting longer and longer.
There's so much to talk about.
If you're here by the end, thank you so much. As usual, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about everything, about your theories. Again, these are our opinions, not yours, but we would like to know what you guys thought. We also want to give a shout out to our patrons. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you. You have no idea how much your love and support mean to us. If you want to be part of the Patreon gang, go over to patreon.com/thehorrorbandwagon. Benefits start at $3 and up, and where you'll find full-length reactions to this episode. This episode also gets uploaded 2 days in advance, actually the day that it premieres. So if you want to beat the edited version, you can watch it in picture-in-picture over on our Patreon. But that also goes for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Charmed, Angel, Interview with the Vampire, and more shows coming up soon.
And if you want to unlock exclusive emotes and members-only lives and watch-alongs, you can click the join button below to join our YouTube membership.
Big thank you to those YouTube members and those who are YouTube members and Patreon members. You guys are freaking awesome. But until next time, we have been your source for horror analysis,
criticism,
and spooky,
and sometimes kooky
entertainment.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.